Coach, there are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Seattle Seahawks. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line.
Ready? Let's get it. Mike 5-4. Hey! Let's go. Kill. Gun. Alert 3.
Off play action. Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
Four down.
On first down, Swift. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Trey Boston up to make the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
What? 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, 14.
They run it with Carson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Mike 59. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Green 80. Bring it. 12. 25. Check 4. Hey, easy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Reload. Don't get nervous. Gun. Watch 52. Check. You mine.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. And Myers able to knock it through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Come on, man. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
Second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Here we go.
Coach, there are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Seattle Seahawks. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ready? Ready? Watch my board. Hey, 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 hey. Sit. Great.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Forced out to his left. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Check. Watch 54. Watch the curl.
On 1st down, it's Harris. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
Look at tip, ready? Great.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ready? Set. Great.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Gonna look deep for Wilson, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was... And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. The 40. He's at the 30. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
At the 25-yard line.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On second down, this is Harris. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Here we go. Right at 8. Man, I got you. Gun. Kill.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. They go quickly here out to Moore. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Mike 54. 8. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Check safety. What is it?
This is McCaffrey. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On second down now, it's Walker. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Gun.
On the ground, it's Harris. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
That's it. 20. 180.
Operating from the gun. Newton. Flush to his right. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out the, just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's the fullback. This is Roosevelt Nix. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
There.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
4 down. No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Orbit. Alert.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
From the shotgun, Wilson. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. K1 short. In there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll try the left side. It's Walker. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, Horvath. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
That's it. 180. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Gun. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, you ain't got nothing. Hey, watch that. Check Mike. 50.
They'll try the air now with Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
20. Great.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Set. 180.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Newton on 3rd down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Caleb Wilson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Switch. Touch 50, touch 50.
They'll run on first down. Swift. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Watch 54. You must be getting Zebra. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Alert.
Now Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brian Burns in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Choose the Mike. Watch Mike. Let's put him on the buses. That's what we...
From the gun, it's Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Here we go. 388, 54. I got him. Eight. Right there, 54 Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. This ball caught by his tight end, Wilson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so, And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
Ready? Check, watch 54, watch 54.
On second down now, it's Lee. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
And it's 3rd down.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Check, Mike 54, Mike 54. I'm on. Gun. Mike 54. Mike 50. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D.
Newton to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. Now it's Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Here's Wilson to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Right here. Watch tight end. Friday. 52, Mike 52. Let's go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
52's the Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 5-2's the Mike. Mike 5-2.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
On the deep ball, he was covered by Trey Boston.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Go. Check, 59. I'm trying to collect.
Protect 59, Mike.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Great.
A final shot before the break. Newton. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
52's the mark, boy. 52. Hey, pick your game up.
No. Check that.
Hayward.
Yeah. 36 power.
52. You can't block me.
Now Wilson to throw again. Flushed out right. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 29. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 52 yards. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
54. Coming, baby.
To throw is Wilson. Throwing again. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Guys, listen.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back, Mike, check. 59.
Again, Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. On 1st down, it's Newton. Robinson's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Jim.
They'll keep it on the ground. Walker, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
54 Mike. Nice, sweetheart. Gun. Mike 5-4.
To throw on 3rd down, Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 34-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Hey, look. One flip. Rip left.
Hey, Mike 52.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And that's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
We taking wins home.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is brought in at the 21. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Ready. Great. Gun. 20.
Newton on 1st down. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
At the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Now Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. The 30, 10, touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 1st NFL reception goes for 6. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Wilson. Buying time to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
On 1st down, Horvath. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. The shotgun snap for Newton. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Newton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 2nd down, it's Harris. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Check right 54. Right 54. Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Olivier Vernon able to record his 5th sack of the season. And the 13-year man puts it through And that will extend their lead even further. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You ain't going nowhere.
Hold up. Gun.
Motion. Fight. Echo. Mike, part 2. Hey, here we go. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52.
Good job right there.
Hey, what's the ball? 52's the mic.
Good.
Wilson now operating from the gun. Open man is Ross, complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 36. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
He's not going to get me. Choose the mic. Watch Mike.
There's Wilson. He's going to have the hook up to Ross.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Wilson, after the play fake to Carson, out to his left. And it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Going for it all. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, 0.
Hey, Mike 52. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. I'm going.
Wilson will throw again. Got a man. It's Ross, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hey, alert.
To throw again is Wilson. Steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Rabbit.
Go.
Mike part 9. Pick it up. Mike, check, 59. Watch.
Now Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
All day, every day.
From the gun, here's Newton. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Well, a heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Returnable for Lockett. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
You're not ready.
Further.
52 by 52. Let's go. Check, 52's the mic. Check.
40.
From the shotgun, Wilson completes it to Jennings. And he's going to get this deep onto Carolina's side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. He's at the 40, the 20. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Gano for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
The Seahawks take over. We got this at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. We were down there. That message would have been received a whole different way because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Check, 59.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, that's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Wilson. James has it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Hey, 0. Rush in.
This is Carson. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks.
Check.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Rolling to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Looking to throw on second down. Newton, and he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Out of the gun, Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Walker. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, alert 3. Check. No. Off.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Panthers, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3 and 4 through 7 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.